Hey guys, thanks for clicking. We really appreciate that. So today we are going to install our bagger system on our Badboy Maverick 60-inch. I believe it is a 2020 model. So we've had this for a couple of years, but we take it on and off every season. And now it is fall and leaf season, so we're going to put it back on, and I'm going to show you how we do it, and I'll show you a couple little tips if you've had this machine, or I don't know if the design has changed. Like I said, this is a 2020 model, but I'll show you what's up. Okay, so first couple things we have are these two arms that go on. These arms go here like this. So you have these two bolts, two arms go here, one here, and another one that goes here. Same thing, it's two 1/2-inch bolts on both sides. Now, like I said, this is a 2020 model. I don't know if Badboy has fixed this or not, but this entire back section with the hitch and everything is held on by those four little 1/2-inch bolts. Now, the ones that come from the factory are not very strong, so I had to go out and get 4 grade 8 bolts from the bolt supply store we have around here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the bottom side. I extended the bolts also. I don't know why the bagger didn't come with the hardened bolts, but those are the two on there, and these little things for the hydros to unlock it if you have to push it are kind of in the way. So I use a 1/2-inch, and I just go over a 1/2-inch socket and a wrench on the other side. That's what we're gonna do now. So this is how you do it one side at a time, because like I said, those 4 bolts are the only thing that holds this whole back section on. Actually, I lied. There is another bolt on the bottom side by the clutch, but that doesn't hold any weight. It just holds this, I think, from pulling, but as you can see, this thing just moves. So you take this one at a time, one side at a time, put it through here. From there, not in the bolt, not in the bolt. There. Attach these two on there. What'd you do with the wrench? Okay, so first is putting these brackets on, all right? Like I said, we take them off because it's just easier to run the machine without it most of the season. So we put these on, we put them in that up position. We put our hardened bolts in there to make sure that they don't snap off. So that on there, and then with that being said, this is what we put on next. This goes into the hitch right here, nice and easy. You put the pin through, pretty self-explanatory on that. And then this will go through here once we get that top piece on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the top of the bagger. You'll see there's 4 bolts. 2 of them are affixed, welded to this. 2 of them are free, so we're gonna take these 2 out. We'll take the nut off of these So there's just two male ends sticking out. And then this hitch bar here goes right through this square hole here. Not that complicated, right there. And then this will go through there to secure it. That's all right. So now that we have these things all secure, we're going to pick up the back piece. It's pretty heavy, this back piece, so it's kind of a two-man operation. I think I've done it myself before, but it's a lot easier with two people. So here we go.
Can I spin it around? Doesn't it go the other way?
Okay, so like I said, you get it over this hitch first. It comes through here, and then you have these two bolts, and nut and a bolt, nut and a bolt. So you got 4 3/4 inch bolts that go through here, and then we're going to put this pin through here, but we have to lift up the bagger for that. So I don't know if you can see both sides. I believe it goes through here like that. Let's see. All right, so now that we got that pin through, pin on the bottom through, we got our 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here. We're just going to tighten the 2 3/4 inch nuts up on that part. On each side, same thing on each side. Okay. This one. Side. Let's get these two. Okay, that is the bag part. That's on there secure for the moment. And then we have the fan here. This one goes on this side. There's a pin here. And this is the bracket that goes onto there. We have a mulcher thing that we have to remove. So we're gonna take that off and then we'll switch over to this so we can get it on there. Okay, so this goes on the deck, and I just leave it loose for now because it does slide in and out, and once you get this thing on here, you might want to adjust it to slide in and out. So we will tighten those up afterwards. This is the pin that goes through here, which holds that on. This extra bolt is for the other mulcher. We'll just leave that on there so we know where it is next year. That. There's that. All right, so this is how this thing works. You got one belt, spins here, you got an idler pulley here, and you have these 2 cammed out bolts that slide right into these slots right here. Now, this already has, I don't take the pulley off, I leave this on all year. This is the pulley, is the power takeoff for this belt to run this, but I just leave it on all year so it stays there. And then take this. It's pretty easy. It's kind of a heavy thing, but it's not that awful to do. You just kind of get those cams in the right way, like that. And then you can get your belt on here, and then you pop your belt on like that, and then the unit will stay on there. When this thing is new, it comes with a rubber gasket that goes between the deck and the bagger. That gasket lasts about 5 minutes before something bad happens to it. I've never even bothered to try and replace the gasket because I'll be honest with you, if you leave a little space between this bagger and this deck right here, I leave a little space. Maybe you can see it better from this side. So you can put this right up against it like that. Like I said, this bracket slides, and some people might prefer that. I actually like it out a little bit because I can see if it gets clogged up. And yes, this thing gets clogged up all the time. If the grass even has a hint of moisture on it, it's going to get clogged up. That's just the way it is. Anybody who has one that works better than that, I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, you put this on, and you put your little rod through there, and there's a clip. And that's it. That bagger system is on. Well, I'm checking. Okay, so I've got it in the right position that I want. I tightened it up a little bit with a wrench, but I'm just going to pop it off, and then we're going to tighten that bracket down to the deck because it's in the right position. At least it's in the position that I think is the right position that works for me. So that's how we're going to do it. Now, this is something you take this on and off all the time when we're out working, because unless you have a mower that will run without the bagger, we don't. So we take this on and off all the time. So it's pretty quick. You lift up on this, you'll wiggle this. Of course, because I'm on video, it's not coming out very good. You wiggle this. You just lift up on this, which pops your belt off, and there you go. You're out. That's how quick and easy it is. But like I said, I'll tighten these up because it's in the right position. Okay, so now I got the bracket on exactly where I want it. I got it tightened down, so this is perfect. It's not going to move for the season. So now I'm going to go ahead and install this thing. Like I said, it's really not that complicated to install. You just kind of got to get it over to the right spot. You have your two cams, goes right into this spot like I showed you before. I always make sure that the belt is on the main pulley, because if it falls off that pulley, sometimes it's kind of difficult to get it back on once it's over there. So you kind of just line these cams up, get that there, and then you lift this up, pop on your belt, and with it in that, see it came off the, okay. And there, that's that. And then you just take your, I should clean this rust off of here so it goes on easier. And then you just put that through. Comes with a little clip. Clip on the other side. There you go. And it's in the right position. Is the chute and the bags. So let's find that. And then you got your chute. Goes in here. Kind of just gotta wiggle it in there. I can't remember, to be honest with you, which side went where. I'll figure it out though. And here, this one goes here. Now, I don't use the brackets for this because, again, reality, you're going to be taking this thing off like this so many times, and you're going to be like, is it clogged? Because, I don't know, these baggers just get clogged all the time. We, more often than not, we will cut and mulch, and then we will go back over it and use the bagger. And that system, that system works really, really well for us. Maybe you got a better way to do it. By all means, drop it in the comments down below, but that system works very well for us. Like I said, we cut and then we go back over, and that's why I said we take this thing on and off a lot. We've had really good results with it that way, and it just pops on. There you go. And then you just pop your bags in. One. This one's starting to rip, but this is probably season 4 on this bagger. It goes like that, right? 2, 3. And then There's a little lock here that holds the thing up when you're changing the bags. You put that down, you drop it here, you pop the cam over, and that is almost everything. Okay, now this is my favorite part of this system because I've been running this system for like 4 years. And as I showed you in the beginning of the video, the only thing that holds all of this weight is those 4 bolts on the bottom, those 4 half-inch bolts. You could probably drill it out. You could probably put bigger bolts in there if you want to, but all of that weight hangs here. Someone had pointed out to me last year that this bolt wasn't in the right spot and that's why it's not holding the weight. This bar, it all bolts to the same cover in the back. So the only way to give this extra support is like this. I take a simple little tie down, I run it across here and here, and I just lift. Obviously I'll do it when I have 2 hands, but I just lift up on the thing, I tie this thing down, and that holds all of the extra weight. It never comes off. We had it in the trailer. We had the enclosed trailer one year, and we drove the machine in. I don't even think it was full of grass. We got to the next stop, we came out, and the bolts had snapped. The whole bagger system fell off the back of the machine because there's no weight. These bars go directly to the frame. They're not gonna move. So, I don't know, you got a better way to do it? Please mention it in the comments. But I'm telling you, you take this one little strap, you run it to the ROPS bar, it never comes loose. We've never had a problem. It works perfectly, and it'll save you a whole bunch of headache when the bolts break and you're out on a job or something somewhere. So, like I said, little tie down, maybe a ratcheting tie down would be better. Give it a little bit more strength, but that's my trick. And thank you guys so much for watching. We really, really appreciate it. You know, if you like this kind of content, then you know what to do with that little like and subscribe thing. And any of the stuff that we use in our video, we do have a little Amazon link in the description. If you want to support the cause, check out our link. That's all stuff we use all the time that we love it, and it's good stuff. So thank you again. Peace.
Bye.